Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Cowton. I want to talk to you today about cyberbullying. So first of all, you might be asking yourself, well, what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is another form of bullying that takes place online. What's bad about it is it can happen anytime or anywhere, and so it makes it really hard to get away from it if it's happening to you. Cyberbullying is when somebody is repeatedly picking on someone by sending them messages or videos or images or text messages that are meant to upset the other person. If by chance you receive a picture or a video or a meme or anything along that line, and you share that with other kids through text or social media or other online forms of communications, and it's not the nicest thing that you're sharing, you are actually participating in cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is sending or posting unwanted comments or pictures or videos or images. One thing I want you to remember is that a reasonable person will know or understand that what they are doing will affect the victim. So let's say you get a picture that's not very nice of someone and you pass it along to someone else and then you get in trouble for it. You're like, well, I didn't know. I'm going to go ahead and bet that deep down that you did know that what you were doing could hurt that person. Cyberbullying does happen more often in high school, but it can also happen at the other levels. Just some statistics. So cyberbullying, it affects up to 72% of children. 15% of teens say that they have experienced someone constantly asking them who they are with, what they are doing, or where they're at. Now, this does not include if a family member is doing that, meaning somebody outside of the family. I have noticed that Snapchat does create this problem because we're able to see other people's locations. So you guys are asking each other, hey, I see you're at this place. What are you doing there? Why are you there? Who are you with? When really it's none of your business and you're kind of harassing that person when you do that. So 7% of teens say that they have had explicit images or maybe not so nice images of them shared with others without their consent. So what would put you most at risk of being a cyberbully or getting cyberbullied? If you are online often, whether that's video games, social networks, TikTok, Instagram, Be Real, any of those things, that puts you at a higher risk. Now, sometimes people can experience anxiety whenever it comes to using whatever device they have to get online. That is called nomophobia. And then another thing that puts you at risk of being a cyberbully or getting cyberbullied is if your parents aren't supervising your online behavior. So remember, when they're asking you, what are you doing online? Who are you talking to? What's being said? They're doing that to protect you. So how can you prevent cyberbullying? The biggest thing to do this is to always be respectful and empathetic. Empathetic means that you understand how the other person is feeling. You need to be responsible when you are online and respect other people's boundaries online. I really want you to understand that this school has a zero tolerance policy for any type of bullying, and that includes online bullying. You should also know where you can report cyberbullying. You can always come to me or other staff members or trusted adults and let them know. Or if you don't want to talk to anyone, there is a form on our school webpage that you can go to type in the information to report it. Again, know which friends or teachers or staff members or parents or any adult that you can go to safely talk about cyberbullying. Like I said, you always need to show respect, kindness, and compassion to others, both in person and online. I know you probably don't want to, but you really need to allow your parents to monitor your online activities. You need to discuss with them what you do online, and you always need to tell them if anything online is making you feel uncomfortable or unsafe. You need to help your parents create rules for your internet use, and that includes when to step away from your devices, because being on your devices all the time is not healthy. Other ways to prevent cyberbullying. Please understand that our school has rules about the way that we behave, and we want the culture at our school to be positive for everyone. To look at our rules, you can go to our handbook or our school webpage, and then you can also find out where you can report cyberbullying, which again, we have the online form. You can talk to the counselor or really any trusted adult in the building. If you see something, say something. Always report cyberbullying, whether it's happening to you or to someone else, to an adult you can trust. Okay? If more people did this, cyberbullying would not happen near as much because the bully would be afraid of getting reported. Let your school know what you need from them to help prevent or stop cyberbullying. Let's say right after school when everybody goes outside, maybe that is when kids are getting picked on the most online or through text messages or Snapchats. Let the school know, and then we can send more supervision right out there after school to maybe help with some of that. You need to understand that respect is the norm in the classroom. So if you're in the classroom, you should always be respectful, and everybody's going to respect you. And we really want you to know that your classroom is a safe place. So if you see cyberbullying, you need to be a good digital citizen. You can do this by, first of all, supporting the victim by being a good friend to them. You can try to stop the bullying, and most importantly, report the bullying to a trusted adult. Listen to your teachers when they are teaching you about cyberbullying. I know that it's easy to roll your eyes and think that you know all the things, but you really need to listen and pay attention. So responding to cyberbullying. If you or a friend has been cyberbullied, you need to report it to an adult, either in person or through the online form. Make sure that you don't delete the hurtful messages or posts or whatever interactions you had, because that is the evidence that is needed to take action against the bully. It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and screenshot it just in case the bully goes in and deletes it. If cyberbullying is really bad and you and the trusted adult you reported it to can't get the bully to stop, you can involve the school principal or even in some instances the cops. So there are lots of people out there that are here to protect you. So consequences of cyberbullying. So if you are being cyberbullied or your friends are being cyberbullied, some things that you might see in them are increased anger. So they get angrier easier and more often. Increased sadness. They get sad easier or more often. They just seem depressed overall. They might have anxiety and social anxiety. They might seem lonely. Maybe they're having problems with their classmates. You notice that they have fewer and fewer friends. Maybe they're becoming more violent. Maybe they're using substances to help numb some of that pain. That would include drugs and alcohol. They could be missing or skipping school and not doing their work. They could have increased ideas and behaviors regarding suicide. They're going to have emotional pain. They might start distancing themselves from their peers and their classmates. They can experience difficulty when even just trying to interact with their peers or classmates. It's going to be harder for them to concentrate. And they could even experience post-traumatic stress, which can include upsetting thoughts, feelings, or behaviors that someone can have for a long time after something bad or scary has happened to them. So you can see that the consequences of cyberbullying are pretty big. Okay, and you want to make sure that, one, you are not the cyberbullying and you are not the cause of these consequences, and two, that you are helping whoever you see that's going through this. Okay, so these are the resources. This is where I got all of this information from. I wasn't just making it up off the top of my head. If you visit these websites, you'll see all of the papers and the research that has been done over this, and that is where I compiled this information. So it's not just Mrs. Cowton just talking, it's actual information. As always, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can reach out to me in any way, shape, or form. I'm always here to help you with whatever it is that you're going through, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm here to answer any questions you might have, really anything that you need. I am always here for you.